Hey guys, I need a therapy session, I guess. I don't know. Why do you guys think everybody thinks God's like this boring, like wants us to lead monotonous lives, just bowing down and praying? And I don't think that's the way it is. Or why would he pick me to be one of his chosen ones? He knows I'm a bit of a weirdo. I just don't understand why everybody thinks God wants them. Like the Church of God, like dictating every part of their lives. People giving up their worship to God, to preachers, worshiping the man over the God. Only Jesus can take you to God. No man, no preacher, no nothing. Those preachers there are to help you get to Jesus. They're supposed to be teaching you the truth, how to find the truth and seek the truth. But too many are lining their pockets up. That's just my opinion. You'd have to talk to Joel Osteen and all of Hill Street and all of whatever one Justin Bieber uses, whatever Kenneth Copeland, like, I don't think that's the way God meant it to be. I think he wanted us to have dreams and aspirations, and through him we could hit them. But we have to work hard in order to hit those dreams. Because not everybody's going to be a star. But everybody has the ability to be a star. So if you just follow God, you'll find it. You'll shine. But no one wants to put in the hard work. I don't know. I think to myself, I'm a chosen one and everybody's going to hate me because of the things that I like. Like, how could a man of Jesus enjoy MMA? I don't know, man. To me, I respect those fighters more than anybody else. Because I put myself in their shoes. And I know how hard I would work if I was going in there against another dangerous man who was working just as hard as me. I don't know. I never understood the fighter bashing. And I mean, the idiots, there's a lot of them, like Conor McGregor. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I think people like him who get themselves that high should be held to a higher standard, not given breaks. And I see that man getting breaks all the time. And he runs around looking like a fool and everybody loves him for it. I don't know. I don't mind a good rivalry going back and forth and having some fun with your opponent, but now it's like personal, and why can't two men just compete and see which one's better? Of course you're supposed to be cocky and you're supposed to be arrogant. In order to beat that guy, you gotta think that you're better than that guy. You gotta know you're better than that guy. And if you don't win, just know it wasn't your night, because sometimes the best fighter doesn't always win. You never know what's going to happen. I think that's why I like fighting. You never know what's going to happen. But it looks like that's starting to be rigged too now. I don't know. I get off topic all the time. I just know no one's going to think I'm a chosen one, and I can prove it, and no one will even ask me how. Just because everybody will nitpick something about me they don't like. And just because I think something doesn't make it real. But I need the evidence in order for me to change my mind. It's not just coming out of people's mouth holes anymore. But That seems to work for most of you. You just want to listen to people because you trust them. I honestly think we're in for a big, big surprise. A big, like, big as in like Tom Hanks surprise. Didn't he do a movie called Big? I think there's a big surprise about Tom Hanks. I might be wrong, but I think something might have went down on Route 66. But you never know. A lot of people do a lot of bad things in Hollywood, I think. And you can't even really blame some of them because they're just as brainwashed as everybody else, I guess. I mean, anybody who's worshiping the devil, like Balenciaga or whatever, any of those groups, that's just a stupid decision. I can't even comprehend that. To sit there and worship a devil, knowing that there's a God, and you choose. I don't know. It's like I'm watching this video on this Church of God people, and they're telling on the people that are telling on them, but it's just coming out of their mouth holes. Because I watched some of the videos of the people they're talking about, and the way they prove what they're saying, they actually use the Church of God's videos against them. So I don't know. Maybe these are bad people, and the accusations that the Church of God is making about them is real. But I don't know, because I just watched Ray Tinsman talk about one woman and how she has an appetite for young black men. And then when he names them all off, he says, they're all racist. I'm just kind of like, well, one of them's definitely not. But hey, I don't know. I don't know where these guys get their stuff. I'll mention the video just in case you want to check and see if I'm a liar or not. You can rewatch it. Maybe I missed some. Ray trashes ex-members using information from Breaking Pasture. From Church of God Restoration. Yeah, I don't get it. And I don't get how people don't, like, he lies like a couple sentences later. He goes against everything that he just said. But I don't know. You tell me, guys. I hope one day you guys do figure this out, that I'm doing these videos on you guys. And I don't know. I hope for your guys' sake that Upchurch isn't a chosen one. Because like I said, this isn't out of just craziness, man. I mean, there was some craziness involved that brought me to Upchurch, but not for me to listen to him saying that he's a chosen one. There's like, we both seen some like lights in the sky. And when I was going through my Jesus thing, he was like doing like this slim Jesus thing. And he was talking about weird stuff at the exact same time when I had just kind of like done a video or something about it kind of correlated. And then, hey, I'm not the one that does this because I don't think I'm as magical as Upchurch is. He apparently knows when he's going to die and stuff like that. So, hey, I don't know. He says this is going to be the year he pops off. So, I don't know. Speaking of him popping off, I don't know. Oh, which one was it? One of you boys was talking about Jelly Roll and how they signed a record contract and how Upchurch was just a big idiot because Jelly Roll played the Grand Ole Opry. And by the way, bud, you have to have a record contract to get in the Grand Ole Opry. I've been there. I don't even like country music, really. But I'll tell you what, I got some vibes when I went in that place, man. I felt some feels from that place, man. Let me tell you. But here's the thing. You guys make fun of Upchurch because he doesn't have a record deal. And he's telling everybody to pave your own way. Don't follow me. Look at me as an example if you want. But you pave your own way. Don't have anybody own you or own your ability to do anything, you be the owner of you, and you guys have a problem with that. Hey, sell your souls. I don't know, man. Like I always keep saying in these videos, I don't know if he's a chosen one. He's telling me he is. And to me, he acts like a one. But is he here to save the world, or is he just here to do music for the kids? To inspire them to have dreams? I don't know. I don't know God's plan for Upchurch. He does talk about Jesus. He does talk about holy water and stuff like that, and how he's not religious. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I'll never be a part of a religion. It's kind of culty. Too culty for me, I guess. I worship God and only God. And in order to get to God, you have to have the truth, and that's Jesus. Like he said, the only way is through his Son. So, the truth to get the love, eh, boys? That's the way I look at her. But what else you guys want to talk about? This is always more therapy for me. But I just want to get you guys to know me, because I know none of this might be real. So I don't want anybody trying to take me to the hospital again, or going against. I have to. You know what? Like I said, guys, I don't know why you had to come into my life and be a part of this, because I think you're a big part of the Great Awakening now. But, see, and everybody's going to say, well, you use names and blah, blah, blah. Well, people don't believe unless they see. So I have to use actual people to show them that they're probably in the same spot as them and they're no better. So maybe they should take a look at themselves and then maybe try and find Christ. But in the same way, I've been asking these people to show me where I'm a liar. Now I'm going to explain a story to you, because I want these people to tell me I'm a liar so I know if I'm crazy or not. So like I told you guys, I had some problems at work with a narcissist, just the biggest idiot. We were short-staffed. They had us do an extra scan, just a bunch of stuff. Right? It was bad. This is just in my eyes. I don't know. There's a gentleman I'm going to call Jay Jameson. Now, Jay Jameson and I had been friends for over 20 years. We'd worked together. Kind of came up together. Started on the floor together. Kind of noticed that the two of us weren't being recognized the way that we should have been. So we went and took an even shittier job just to work together. Turns out I ended up getting in the shipping department, and of course I asked to have Jay be brought along, and blah, blah, blah. We worked together. Jay's always a good worker, smart guy. Doesn't look so smart, but he's a smart guy. And so I made out of the shipping, I ended up going into the inventory part. Jay kind of stayed in the shipping, and he kind of advanced a little bit, and I went on to scheduling, and Jay just kind of got stuck in a rut in the same spot in shipping and did his job. So I ended up being like on top of the scheduler. I was like the lead. It's supposed to be the lead scheduler. They never let me implement any ideas, so I don't know how you can. But anyways, so Jay started thinking, hey, I'm a little bit too smart to be in the shipping office like this. I got more to offer, and they hired JR over me because he looks more the part than I do. And besides, JR's just always going to say yes, and I'm probably going to tell him the truth, so they're going to hire JR. So then he noticed he was kind of in the same spot, started asking me about scheduling, and I told him, what did I say, Jay? I don't know, do you remember the conversations? Hey, bud, I'd back you up. I think you could do it. I think you could learn a lot from it and probably move in different directions if you wanted to, in more of a leadership position like you like. Well, he didn't end up getting it. I don't even remember if he ended up signing for it, but I think he did, and I think they gave it to a girl named Carrie who was like, woo! Yeah, I wouldn't want to have a guy like Jay over Carrie. So I can kind of understand why Jay would kind of freaking, if he did apply and he didn't get it and Carrie got it over him, I can understand why he might be a little upset if I was being honest. But yeah, so then a job opportunity came up with Chris Baker, and Jay Jameson would have to ask Chris Baker this. I told Chris Baker he was an idiot not to take Jay Jameson because Jay Jameson was way better than the position that he was working in right now. He would be bang on great for a group leader. I don't even think it was my talk that got Baker to hire him. I think he really had no choice. There wasn't a whole lot of options. There was John Wall and there was Jay Jameson. And yeah, so I think Chris Baker was probably always happy with the decision to take Jay Jameson on because, like I said, he's a smart individual. I didn't really particularly like his style. I wanted to change it a little bit, but he was a go-getter and he made sure the job got done. So why change that? Just maybe give him some suggestions. But I'm more of a teach your fellow man how to do their own jobs instead of doing it for them. But Jay had his style. So he got that position, and then a position for Jay's boss came up. I ended up being me. So I always respected Jay. I always told Jay he did a good job. I always told Jay he was exceptional because if you look at his record, he should be being told that he's exceptional. He was bypassed a lot. So we end up having this bad time at work. Jay's coming to me all the time. Oh, it's so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad. I know, Jay. I know. I'm trying to work with it. We know the system sucks that Troy put in, but we'll figure something out. You'd have to ask Jay if I'm a liar. This is where this comes in. But Jay was telling me that his doctor was telling me that he should go off stress leave because it was so bad. So I was telling Jay, well, honestly, dude, you got to do what you got to do. You know I'm not going to go back and tell those guys, even though they're my bosses, if that's what you got to do to get this to stop so they can take a look, you do it. He never did it. His old little thicker started hurting right around the same time I went off. He had to go off. Had nothing to do with the job, apparently. I don't know. Must have been what he told the people that were investigating or whatever. So anyways, Jay goes off. I end up going off because I couldn't do it anymore. If I explained what this place was like and I could show my proof, oh my word. So, but then again, Jay could say no, it was going swimmingly and that it was a great place to work for and Troy Solinger was great. Let's always put that opportunity in there because I want to know if I'm crazy and I imagine things. So, I go off. I have a bad time. I'm thinking I want to be dead. This place treated me like such crap. My friends like Jay Jameson aren't really talking to me. And then I get a letter from my place of employment telling me that I can't talk to my friends. So I'm thinking, what have I done? Like, if they haven't done anything, why can't I talk to my friends? Because if they're my friends, they're going to tell me what I did wrong. But there was none of that. None of it. So I thought I should kill myself. And Jay Jameson think that that's all right. Oh, I'll get to why he thinks that that's all right. Well, anyways, I got big and strong after that. I'll never try and kill myself again. But I wanted to over these people. And again, they told me I wasn't allowed to talk to my friends. But I have a friend, Jeremiah, that they were trying to contact that works for another company that's owned by the same owner. So they could try and find out about me, but I wasn't allowed to talk to my friends about the situation that I thought that they caused and was asking them to do an investigation on, but wouldn't do an investigation. None of this makes sense to me in my head. So I forced an investigation thinking that if I can get our Ministry of Labor to come in and work with it, maybe these guys won't have to lie or keep their mouth shut. But no, what happens is the ministry makes them do an order where they have to do an investigation. Your company gets to hire the company that's going to do your investigation. So like Troy, you'd have to ask Troy if I'm a liar, but he actually had the list of the names that were going to be investigated. He took Christy Coles out for lunch the day of her investigation. Ask me how I found that out. I'd have to, I don't know if it's true or not. I'd have to ask Rebecca if that's true, because I believe it came from Rebecca. But anyways, where are we at? So yeah, I tried reaching out to these guys again. They wouldn't talk to me, Jay, or nothing. So they thought that my life was worth losing for them to keep their mouth shut about how actually bad it was. Because he actually lied to an investigator. Or I think he did. This is what I mean. I just want Jay to face, even do a video and tell me where I'm a liar. Like, if you guys want to have Jay Jameson on your show, have Jay Jameson on your show. I don't even know how to contact him, but ask him. But then I got thinking, I was like, hey, Jay also had something to benefit if he lied too. Not only did he get to keep his job, he had the opportunity to get yours. Wonder if Jay ever got that job. I personally don't know because I didn't ask. But I know he would have wanted it real bad. Because I think he was envious that I got it. But hey, I never would have passed you up, Jay. Like I said, I always wanted to see you advance. That might not have been the case though, AJ. But you did get a big fat raise around lion time, didn't you? That much I do know. That much I do know. Nice big fatty raise. Might have been for all the supervisors though, eh? I don't know. See? And you know what the thing is? I have to use Jay as an example. Because he'll sit there and let people think that I'm crazy, but he knows. He knows I'm not. So I have to use him as an example because there's everybody out there that would do the exact same thing as Jay. Keep their mouth shut, watch someone else burn, watch their life fall, and say that it's that person's fault. Meanwhile, they're mentally struggling, wondering what just happened. These were supposed to be the people that loved me the most. Where are they? And then I have no one because I'm looking like a crazy person trying to say, what's going on? Huh? What's going on, boys? Why is everybody lying about me? And then the car accident. What the? More lies. And then more and more and more. Like, but Jay Jameson, yeah, if you guys could get him on the show and let me know how a bad worker I was or where I was misinterpreting like hours of meaningless work because our superiors were incompetent. All the scanning stuff, Jay, all the extra inventory stuff, Jay, could we put a time limit on that if we could just peek into the system and take a look? Like, am I a liar? Like, remember, Jay, you're not lying to me. You're only lying to yourself, bud, because you got to see God. And I'm telling you right now, this is what I'm here to show everybody. And I feel bad for you, Jay Jameson, that I have to use you. But everybody has to know there's a little Jay Jameson in everyone. It's time to let the Jay Jameson go. Stop the lying. Stop the deceiving. Because on the outside, Jay, you're a wonderful guy, dude. Just like everybody else on the outside. It's what's on the inside that sucks. But you can clean it up by telling the truth. And if the truth is I'm a crazy person, Jay Jameson, let people know I'm crazy. But if I'm not, I'm tired of sitting here looking like a crazy person, because there's a long list of Jay Jamesons I still got to name, and I'm going to pull their names out. You know, I could go through pretty much all of Marwood. I think I got Troy, I got you. Maybe I'll do Kinga next. To be fair, maybe I'll do a Corey one. And he's the best human being I found on earth so far. He's 15 times more the man you are, Jay. He's not willing to stick up for himself, but at least he's not willing to lie. I don't know. I'm going to try and lighten the mood up. I've been going for 26 minutes. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another one. I actually got some stuff written down, boys, but I don't know. That was my Jay Jameson story, but he was only willing to watch a friend die for either his gain or just to keep it the same. I don't know. Either way, it seems sick to me, but let Jay Jameson tell me. I'll come back later, boys.